Tales from the Podcast is brought to you by the following generous sponsorships.
The Happy Hour News Team. Check them out at www.happyhournewsteam.com.
TalesFromThePodcast.com, where you can pick up your copy of Tales of Shock and Terror #1. The Skewered Universe Podcast. And viewers like you.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Podcast. How's it going, Jeff?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hiccup, but
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm good.
And how is Uncle Ron doing today?
All I know is that when you listen to that guy who does the opening narration over the people, what has brought you Tales from the Podcast, he sounds a lot like Les Live from You Can't Do That on Television. Barf.
I never thought of that, and yeah, you are correct. The Happy Hour News Team.
The Happy Hour News Team.
Every time I hear it, I think it's like, someone's trying to do a really weird impression of Hardy as Bane.
No, then it would be.
You don't hear the similarity though.
No, I do 100%. I heard it a lot. I heard it a lot when I heard it first 18 times as I was editing the fucking thing and recording the voiceover.
Maybe I am Bane.
Maybe I am. Maybe I am from Brazil. Maybe
you were merely born in the darkness.
I was born in the darkness. You merely reside there.
Well,
I have my permission to die.
I love Hardy's first attempt at Bane though.
He was really going for the 90s version.
Of course.
What was up with that Bane? What the fuck?
I don't know.
I refuse to believe that was Bane.
That was
just I watched it.
That was just Mr. Strongman.
A lot of people don't realize it, but you guys know that was actually the most praise that Uma Thurman's ever gotten in a role was that movie.
Not Kill Bill?
No, Batman. She was Poison Ivy.
Chill out.
I mean, it was one of the better DC
Everybody chill.
You know what I love is one of the things he says in the movie. It makes no sense. It's like, you know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Ice Age.
No, it was a fucking meteorite.
Like, pretty sure we proved years ago that it was.
It was a complete opposite.
Well, I mean, I think Arnold improv that line.
Fuck you, Joel Schumacher.
He's not exactly known for being a brilliant man either. Let's be.
Well,
fair.
didn't he make Lost Boys? And 8mm?
Yeah.
I don't know then.
Yeah, Schumacher has done good. I think the biggest problem with that movie is the studio interference coming in and going, we need toys, we need this, we need that, and him going, fuck, fine.
More. Well, none of it matters because apparently movies and TV are dead for the time being. So watch this show.
Yes, watch us. We're not union, so we can keep going.
That's fair. That is fair.
Fucking unscripted, no fucking union. Let's fucking go.
That's right. We are completely unscripted. Yes, completely unscripted.
You sure?
Yes.
Hey, did you get the revisions earlier, Ron? I mean, I sent them over.
Oh shit! Were they the ones in pink or purple?
They're edited. You got to read the highlighted parts.
Oh,
I can highlighted them for you, Ron. Couldn't
sorry.
made it any fucking easier.
Sorry.
Damn it.
You know, hell hath fury like a guy who didn't get the rewrites.
You know, we're gonna take writer out of your thing. Your director, visionary, actor.
And also actor.
Right, or take reader out. You know,
I'm one of the few people who's written more books than has actually read. And how many are on his shelf? Like 7?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So, anyways, we are going to be talking about another episode of Garth Marenghi. This episode aired originally February 4th of 2004. It is titled "Hell Hath Fury." And I guess to get into the plot synopsis, according to IMDb, someone, something, or some things have attacked the chef. So why are objects flying around their own accord, assaulting innocent civilians and disrupting hospital procedure? Is it telekinesis, PMT, or a deadly mixture of the two? It's a deadly mixture of the two.
I've got 2 words for you: telekinesis.
Like, that might be one of the better IMDb plot synopses like ever read.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Poor Stephen Merchant.
I mean,
Son of a bitch.
he did not really get a very big role in this episode.
But the fact that he's in this, right? And that's how much respect people had for these guys, because he took a role that was literally
1 second.
Basically.
He did not have a lot going on at all in this one.
Most of his time on screen, it looked like he was standing there taking a piss.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, no joke, for about 1 second, you could even see that it was him.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, he wasn't looking at it, nothing.
Well, just wait for Noel Fielding to show up.
Oh, God. I mean, everybody knows that that's one of the best parts about this entire thing.
That Noel Fielding showed up?
Yeah. I mean, his performance.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Insane. He does a great job with it, man. Now, don't forget, too, though, that Stephen Merchant will be in another episode, too. Also as the chef.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
We'll be getting that in episode 6, actually. So,
don't make me think about episode 6, because that means the show's over.
Yeah, let's live in the moment.
That's why I'm glad. And here's a little programming note. Next week, they're not talking about Garth Marenghi. They're talking about a movie, and I will be off in the wilds like a weird mutant ape on a bicycle.
yeah, but you were bragging about it, and it's kind of weird, man. Like,
I figured you were more going to be out like Kraven the Hunter.
No, I'm actually good.
no,
I'm not a piece of shit Sony movie.
maybe.
Oh, I was talking about the good version from the comics in the '90s cartoon, not the.
Oh, the one where I bury Spider-Man alive. Yeah,
You're gonna be burying something.
Maybe. Hey, we're talking about a body.
All right.
Boom.
To be fair, I might actually be asleep because I have to be at the book fair at 8:45 in the morning, and it's a half-an-hour drive to get there. So yeah,
I will say it's kind of weird to have a date at a book fair.
I don't have a date at a book fair unless that's how you get people to buy your book.
I don't know. I don't know much about book fairs other than they only
Me either.
in elementary school.
All I know is we're not getting scholastic stuff here, but it's all I do know is that
It's
people
too
seem
fancy
to
for Wisconsin.
No, we had the scholastic stuff. I actually had a picture of myself in a frame on the table where I was doing the signing yesterday.
Yeah.
And what's funny about the picture is there's like this much room at the top, so I look like the temp.
I saw that picture and I went, I saw when that was framed.
You,
It's like we were talking when that was
Yep,
framed.
I was framing
It's
it
like,
while we
there
were
it is.
talking. Yep.
you need to write a quote in there, something completely fucking ridiculous.
I'll write the Garth Marenghi thing in there where it's like author, writer. Does he say author, writer? Author, writer, scriptographer. I don't know. I'll come up with something.
Use a
I've no
thesaurus to
writers
just
who
write
use
15
subtext,
words
they're
for
all
the
cat.
same fucking thing.
Yeah, I'll just go to thesaurus.com and I'll just write all the words for writer on there.
Just got copy paste every one of them.
Or better yet, I'll just put on there and I'll say if it wasn't for your grandpa. Wait, never mind. What was the thing on the back of the Old Spice? It said if it wasn't for your grandpa using this, you wouldn't be here.
Make
I'll
sure
just write on top of it marital aid.
you need to put something in there too, though, that just isn't even true. You know, be
Marital aid.
Well, I was gonna say like accused user of telekinesis.
And I'll spell it like Telly from fucking from Sesame Street, like Telly.
Yes, exactly. That's the only way to do it.
Wait, Teleka what?
Exactly.
So, anyways, guys, we're here to talk a little bit about some Darkplace,
Goodbye.
and this is a pretty fun episode. I mean,
It's one of the first ones that has obviously it's only the second one, but it actually has a through line to it where it kind of makes sense, kind of.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it sticks closer to a plot with less breaking from it.
That how it burns really bad.
I will say, like, a lot of people don't know this, but I read that Matt Berry actually healed that fast from that ironing burn.
Is it because he's really a vampire?
Yes.
Because we never do see Sanchez out in the sun.
No, you don't. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Maybe he is a vampire.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I mean, we do actually see Sanchez in the sun.
Shh.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
We had joy, we had fun, we saw
We had Sanchez in the sun. Yeah.
Well, I will say that gunfight was pretty ridiculous too.
I love how he opened the window to shoot the plates, and he didn't even have to open the window. And then when it cuts back, when it cuts from one angle to another, the cigar's not even in his mouth.
Oh.
That's just the angle.
Sure.
No, yeah. Yeah, he didn't have to break the window out with the shotgun, but he did anyway to shoot the plates for whatever fucking reason. Like, Goth, I need a shotgun and a cigar to shoot these plates.
I will say Dean Lerner's phone conversations are probably the greatest things about this episode. You know, we get to see him on the phone once. You know, he does his goodbye. The second time, he doesn't even pick up the phone. He looks down at it and just says
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, man.
What I love is when he's delivering a line and then it'll cut to the next line of his, and you can see the place, like he's obviously like shifted it.
Because he looked at the camera.
Such a bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean,
I've learned how to hypnotize women, but with powers like that comes great responsibility.
Yeah, you sexual deviant serial killer.
He's a fucking sex pervert. He's got to be.
No, he's not. He's just
Why? Because he's not. Because you are, and he's not at the meetings.
Maybe.
I'm fairly certain that the actress who played Liz went missing, and everyone says Dean Lerner was involved. I'm certain he murdered her.
Yeah.
Dean Lerner murdered
Alice Lowe. Yeah.
Do you mean Madeline Wool?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know who this Alice person is.
Yeah.
Were you watching some other show?
She's on. She's actually in one of Ron's favorite series.
Oh,
Yeah, she did. She was in Black Mirror.
really?
Yep.
What episode?
Probably one of the bigger ones.
Because she probably doesn't have her wig on.
Yeah, that's her real hair. You didn't know that?
Because I saw an interview with her and Matt Holness, and her hair was brown and kind of shorter.
Yeah, they had to dye it for this episode. And she used that mane and tail to make it grow really fast. You know, that horse shampoo?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what I should be
You're such a fucking ass. No, but seriously, what episode was she in?
Bandersnatch.
Oh, shit. She was in the
What?
Choose Your Own Adventure movie.
Yeah. She played Dr.
Now I got to go back and rewatch Bandersnatch.
Shit, I gotta rewatch that too because I never picked up shit.
I haven't even finished this season yet. Because after that, I don't know if you've watched it yet.
Not
Yeah.
the full season. Not the full
Have
season.
you watched? Have you at least seen up to episode 3?
I don't even remember what episode 3 might have been. I know
I'll just say this because I don't want to spoil anything. It's Josh Hartnett and Aaron Paul.
No, haven't got there
Okay.
yet.
Holy
We watched
fuck.
the first 2.
Holy fuck. That's all I'll say. That first one was great though.
It's weird thinking that her first ever role was Garth Marenghi in 2004. And I mean, shit. 19 years later. Man.
She's in something else
it-
British.
Well,
Helps that she had that lobotomy to take care
She's
of.
really in a ton of shit.
Yeah, she
You
had
know,
that. Thanks for that lobotomy, Sanch.
I mean, I know it's going to sound crazy, guys, but like, it wasn't that long ago we were doing that to every woman.
Oh, because it was their time of the month?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. And I think that's the first time I've ever heard a woman say thank you for one.
Because she still had the capacity to say thank you after getting one.
I have a feeling this is about to go down a road I really don't want to go down.
We need to veer back. Hey, what about Lucian Sanchez fighting kitchen implements in the basement? Let's talk about that. Whisk to the neck.
You guys like, no, we're changing the subject. We're not getting into this.
No, we are not getting. No.
Nope.
Oh, fine.
When Sanchez's gun turned on him, so he threw it down and then pulled out the second gun in his ankle holster.
And then started.
Suck on that. Uh-oh.
What? He's devices are device not connected.
Liz is here. She took out Ron.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Oh no.
I mean, that's what you get. I mean, he shouldn't have been saying that all women deserve a lobotomy.
Oh. No.
That was a joke. Damn. But no, I mean, that gunfight against his own gun, that was pretty good. I mean,
And then, what was he even throwing the gun at down the hallway?
it looked like he was trying to throw it at something or someone.
Yeah, and then they didn't see it. They didn't show anything down there. They didn't show the gun turning around and going.
Well, I think he was trying to. Maybe that was the way he threw it away from himself because the gun was turning on himself.
Maybe he was afraid that one was going to turn on him too after he
Right.
shot his other gun with it.
I mean, it's very, very
Fuck
possible.
all that.
Ron Foley got kicked out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened there. Oh, there he
Come
is.
back, Ron.
I'm
Welcome
back. Goddamn
Yay.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
He's back.
Yes,
Oh.
let us dance.
It's okay.
I'm white. That's about as far as I can go without looking completely ridiculous.
Jeez, had to bring race into it.
Yeah, you fucking racist.
So what?
Why you gotta fucking hate on white people? What's wrong with you?
Some of the
A
best
lot,
dancers
for
in the
one,
world
but-
are white.
Well, I mean,
people,
white
right?
people are fucked, so yeah.
You know, just think about that though. I mean, the best dancers in the world are white people.
Are white?
Yeah.
What? Who? Michael Jackson?
Yeah, for one. I mean, we're talking about dancing capabilities first off, not child fucking capabilities. So yeah, Michael Jackson. I mean,
Allegedly.
He's allegedly white
what?
or allegedly a dancer.
I was referring to the other thing that I don't want to repeat what GB said.
What's thing?
He's allegedly from Louisiana.
What about uh Fred Astaire?
He's dead.
He's white.
So
He's actually nothing now except bones somewhere, I'm assuming. So
Bones are white.
more of an off yellow at this point.
yeah.
Just
But not
bleach
really
him
white.
like Michael Jackson. We can
You know
make him
what's
white.
really funny is that Cutthroat Comics hat, which is amazing, and you can get it at cutthroatcomics.com. It looks like it's turning red, and the letters MAGA are appearing on it. With all this white people are good at stuff. Yeah, yeah. Huh, weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just saying that we're some of the best dancers. I mean, you were doubting yourself. I was just trying to give you confidence, Ron.
Look, I don't care what you're saying. I don't know why I'm doing this because usually I put up something over my face so nobody can see me do it because I'm very self-conscious of how I look when I do the voice of a traitor to our country.
That's his favorite voice to do. That's how he got his date
It
for
really
tomorrow.
is. It's really. I'm not. No. First off, the date is next Saturday, not
Oh.
tomorrow. Tomorrow I work because I have to make some money.
Okay, my bad.
You know, I go to the corner and I work. I charge by the pound.
or
Well,
give it to the left. Or
but you gotta start measuring their whole or weighing their whole body, Ron, not just their dick. Make a lot more money. He says he charges by the pound.
I bring a scale with me.
Little
and-
weed hand scale.
Yeah, and I break it.
16 grams. Oh man. So with what you said though, it's probably worth noting that next week we will be having a conversation.
Oh boy.
Our good pal who's not listening, so because he never listens, I always have fun, saying whatever the hell I really wanted to say because nobody's there to correct me. So Charles Nasty. Some people like to call him Charles McNasty because he's kind of like a hamburger
I like to call him brother.
brother.
he's
Yeah.
Charles McNasty of the Staten Island McNasties, correct?
Yes.
No, the Long Island McNasties.
I get my islands confused.
Yes.
It's okay.
Oh, not to be confused with the Hampton McNasties.
I'm not sure which part of the McNasties he's part of.
Well, you'll have to ask him the next week. And just so everybody knows, what movie will you be talking about?
We are going to be talking about a very, very important film.
It should be put into the National Archives.
It should have a Criterion release.
Actually, I heard that Criterion just acquired the rights for this film. So, I mean, we're going to be kind of like almost cutting edge when it comes to talking about this movie before
And what
starting to
movie
get
is
too much
it?
information. It's a very, very important film from 2002. I mean, lots of social commentary, lots of gay rights, Black Lives Matter stuff.
Oh, of course.
It also has one of the most famous minorities of all time.
Rupert Grint.
Yes, the ginger kid from Harry Potter. He is not going
Ron
to be
Weasley.
doing wizard stuff, though.
No, but he will have. There are powers involved in this film.
Yes, there are. This is what some would call this the most powerful film of 2002.
Some would say that there's an air.
Was it Osama bin Laden?
No. But I was reading a list the other day, and it was like a rank of the top 5 best movies ever made, and this was right under Citizen Kane, which I was like, I fully understand why Criterion bought the rights to this.
This movie smells like a successful film.
Yeah, if you could smell a movie, this would be one that smelled amazing.
And what movie is that?
It is a great movie from 2002 that Criterion purchased the rights for,
Called?
which we are going to be talking about next week, and it has that ginger kid from Harry Potter in it.
Called?
And Charles McNasty will be joining us. And
Talk about his new book.
His new book. I forgot the name of his book.
Thirsty.
It's called Thirsty Thursdays with Charles McNasty. And
the movie is called.
You're just really trying to push this out. It is a movie directed by Peter Hewitt, who
I'm just gonna say it if you don't.
He, by the way, just so people realize, is a incredible director. He's done such films as Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Hey, that was a good movie.
He also did The Borrowers.
I don't know that
Tom
one.
and Huck. If you remember the '95 Tom and Huck with the kid from Home Improvement.
How can you? Oh, the one who may have died of cancer, and then they said, and then after Home Improvement, the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, there we go. He also directed an episode of Tales from the Crypt too, which has a tie-in there. Oh God, a lot of people really did not know about this one either. But if you are a fan of the Home Alone series, he contributed to Home Alone: The Holiday Heist, which is a forever loved holiday classic movie.
I can't. Oh, okay.
From 2012, I think it's Home Alone 15.
Wait, Thunder, is that like is AC/DC performing or what?
I didn't say anything about Thunder.
No, Jeff pulled up something that said Thunder, and I thought he was just gonna singing the lyrics to Thunderstruck.
No, I'm just a huge fan of Thundercats.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I mean, it makes sense. I wish
I had weird thoughts to Chitara. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah.
Oh.
So join us next week because that will be a very fun episode. You guys will have a great time.
I can only imagine what Chuckles is going to be like after he knows what movie it is, right?
I told him.
Yeah, he knows.
Poor sorry.
I have it written down below, and I am so tempted to put it up there.
I'm just going to say it.
All right. It's Thunderpants.
Probably can't read it, but I didn't have a Sharpie on me.
Right, and
I always
have
keep a Sharpie on me. And you know what's funny is I have the Amazon brand Sharpies, and if you just put them about this far from your nose, you can smell them and get high. So that's what I was doing at the signing that no one showed up to. I was just like,
"Hey, you got to pass the time somehow."
Yeah.
Yep, why not?
So, just so people know, Thunderpants is about an 11-year-old boy's amazing ability to break wind, which leads him to fame and then to death row.
He has an amazing anus.
Fulfill him.
Death Row Records. So Suge Knight signed him.
An astronaut. Yes.
Did he hold him upside down out of a window like Vanilla Ice?
He did, but he was able to escape from the power of his ass.
Oh, well, there you
he
go.
He blew one right in Suge's face, and
right. I mean, it makes perfect sense when you think about it.
Made Thunderpants blow.
Thunderpants blow.
Is Chuck actually gonna watch the movie this time? I mean,
who knows?
He better, because I put a lot of work into making this happen.
And if he doesn't, we'll just hold him here for 2 hours while we discuss it in glorious detail.
We will not talk about his book one bit.
I mean, you guys do have to have a week without me. So he better have watched the movie.
Yeah, if he doesn't watch it, I'm gonna drop him below every time he mentions his book. That's what will happen, Sean. He will watch this movie.
Well, you know something, brother. I was talking about Thirsty.
You know, he really wasn't fond of that picture I used either.
No, he was not.
So just so you guys know, when you guys see the advertisement for that, that was not the first advertisement made for that episode.
No.
I do like, behind the scenes, how he quickly sent over, no, I prefer this picture. of myself.
Which is something he probably just took that moment.
Mhm.
Like anything's better than that.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I
do
mean-
not use that one.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I'll share them on the episode next week. But Chuck does not like pictures of him fully hairless without a beard or mustache or hair. So he did not like me using that for a advertisement photo. Which I told him I found it humorous, but
Which, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't send you a picture of me sans beard.
I wouldn't send you a picture of me sans pants.
I would hope
Not
that
anymore,
either
at
of you
least.
guys sent me a picture.
Wait a minute, you sent that
hairless.
during the pre-show to all of us. You sent us a picture.
Oh yeah, I did.
Jeez,
Yeah,
goddamn son of a bitch.
Goddamn son of a bitch. 5 minutes.
Oh.
All right, guys.
I looked at it, and all I could say was the chicken is off.
It was fish, but okay. God, he's got a face like the proverbial.
Oh man.
All I'm doing is fantasizing about lipstick.
I like it when the bulb goes. Liz, that bulb's gone again. Could you fish another one up in the door? Could you?
Hey, I like your. I'm gonna miss your balls.
What was the line from the end of the episode where Liz can do it? It's the least she can do. Like,
when the
Like,
temp climb is
how about a
dying, and he
drink?
goes, "Oh, I forgot to file this."
Yeah,
He goes, "I'll have Liz do it."
it's the least she could do.
She could do.
oh man. Oh.
Not to mention the fully rubber fire extinguisher that Dag was wrestling with.
That
Yeah.
was like
Just
that
holding
was
it
like
going,
it was like Bela Lugosi wrestling with a squid.
The trash can with Matt Berry too.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh god.
the whisk.
Fucking
Whisk to the
great.
neck. Oh,
I mean,
I'm hitting the
Violent
leg. Calm
habit.
down.
Filing cabinet.
Flying objects, it's beggars belief. This whole episode is just fucking insane, dude.
And how when he stood up to yell at Dag, Thornton was like 8 feet tall.
It's the only time in the series that happens. It's just this episode.
you ever-
Every
you
other
ever-
time.
You always notice that when Thornton points at people, he doesn't just point at them. He goes,
Yeah.
It's always,
Some of the lines in this one did not make a lot of sense either. Dag's like, Liz, hide your shame.
"Oh, I got that. I know what that meant."
Oh,
because he
yeah?
can look up because they can see her dress.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why the shot is from her legs here behind, and you can see her skirt.
Yeah.
oh. Because I wasn't looking
Liz,
at
oh,
that.
just shine.
Oh. I mean, I still had a lot of fucking fun with this episode. I mean, I like the fun blend between telekinesis and comedy, which we don't get a lot. And I think it's kind of a shame. I mean, the closest thing that I've ever gotten to any kind of thing with comedy and telekinesis is that little skit thing that Patrick Stewart and Ricky Gervais did. But I mean,
There
you
was
don't get a
Zapped
lot-
with Scott Baio.
I never watched that.
What was that other movie? Was it Vibes?
Never watched.
Cyndi Lauper and
Did you guys watch these movies?
I watched Zap.
You did?
Yeah.
I watched Zapped and
I didn't. How was it?
no,
It was not good.
it's a shitty '80s movie with shitty with
It was
people who
Scott.
turn
I
out
mean,
to be
let's be
real
honest.
shitty.
Scott Baio was in it, for Christ's sake. And where did he end up? The Republican National Convention. That tells you everything you need to know.
I mean, I don't know.
Exactly.
He says
It was a
that, but
personal suggestion from Wonton.
He says all that, but I mean,
My ass is grass and he's a lawnmower.
if you ever see the pictures inside of Ron's room, it's all just Scott Baio posters.
Oh, well, I mean, duh. That's the same thing with you and Dean Cain.
I mean, Ronnie loves Chachi.
Yeah, right.
First off, there's
I'm
nothing
sorry.
wrong
I'm
with
so
having,
sorry.
There's nothing wrong with having posters of Dean Cain.
Yeah, there is.
Why?
The shittiest Superman ever.
He's the only Superman.
Oh,
I mean, name one other Superman. First off, All right. Well, all right. Here, let me start over. All right.
1,
Who is your favorite
2,
Superman on screen?
3, 4, 5. Christopher Reeve.
Okay. Here's how Dean Cain is a better Superman.
Oh, I'd love to hear this. I'd love to hear you talk your bullshit out of this.
All right. He can walk.
Well, see, Christopher Reeve has a problem with that because he's fucking dead.
Oh, you know what?
and
You know who's not dead?
at the-
Superman. Because he is Dean Cain.
well, let's see. At the time of Christopher Reeve's accident, he was already past playing Superman. Therefore, he was able to walk during his time as Superman. So, argument invalid.
All right. First off,
Yeah, just keep scratching your beard.
what Superman gets fucking hurt on a fucking pony?
It wasn't
You
a
heard about the
pony.
story, right? He was on a pony and he got hurt.
It was a horse,
It was a pony.
not a pony.
It was a little pony. It was one of the midget ponies. And he fell 2 feet. He's like, "Oh, my legs! I can't be Superman no more."
Well, he wasn't Superman after that point anyway.
Because
Yeah.
of that, he was gonna come back for part 5.
No, he wasn't.
That's some would say he might have.
Well, those some are idiots because he was done.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like he lost the role because he came back to try to get it for the Lois and Clark series, but Dean Cain got it over him because he was.
So what are you saying? That Dean Cain was the reason for his accident?
It's very possible.
So what I'm hearing is Dean Cain sabotaged Christopher Reeve in order to get the role of Superman. Therefore, Dean Cain should be tried, convicted, and thrown in prison for murdering Christopher Reeve.
Yep.
He didn't murder him. The
Yes,
pony
he did
did.
because he died from complications due to the accident that Dean Cain caused.
The pony caused the accident.
That Dean Cain set up. It's all Dean Cain's fault. Everything's Dean
Yeah,
Cain's
I'm
fault.
just saying, if Christopher Reeves knew how to drive a pony,
Look.
I don't know who Christopher Reeves is. And you don't drive a pony.
That's the cousin of what was his the
George
black
Reeves?
with George Reeves. Yeah, cousin of George Reeves.
I'm fucking tired, man. Fuck you. He drove a pony. He lost control. I mean,
Yeah, because let's just say for sake of
he's used to
argument
just
that you can
riding the
drive-
pony.
that you can drive a pony. Okay, let's just
Whatever.
say for sake of argument here, that means Dean Cain fuck with the pony's brakes.
Shit happens.
Dean Cain sodomized the horse that.
There you go. Just like David Cameron fucked a pig. For all the British viewers out there.
I'm just, he did a better job as Superman. I mean,
Oh my god.
it's a well-renowned fact. Most people know this.
Okay,
This is only a
let's just
fact
be-
because you say it. This is not a fact because anybody believes it.
Now let's just say this though, in all
You sir are
seriousness.
delusional.
Have you
Sorry.
ever seen Dean Cain on that episode of Comic Book Men when they were honoring Superman's 75th anniversary or whatever?
Yeah, they
And-
honored Dean Cain. They fucking did a whole
Because he
memorial
was the
thing.
only one that they could fucking get their hands on, and not only that, but he
Because
was
the rest of them sucked at Superman and had to
Hold
go
on,
and die.
I'm being serious here. He was the most ungrateful son of a bitch on the planet. You know what I mean?
Forgot about his most important role past Superman when he did Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh my god.
Dean Cain's a very accomplished actor.
Jack Palance is the host of Ripley's Believe It or Not, goddammit, not Dean Cain. Believe it
Yep.
or no?
My own opinion here. I'm going to say Christopher Reeve is
The GOAT.
Superman.
He's the GOAT.
And
GOAT.
the
The GOAT,
in my
greatest of all Supermen.
in my opinion, the closest person in second behind him would have to be Brandon Routh for Returns and Kingdom Come version on the TV
Yep.
TV. That
And
is
you know
it.
what? I'm very hopeful for this new guy who is playing Superman in the James Gunn movie.
Well, funny enough, looks kind of like Henry Cavill, just
A
smaller.
little bit. But you know what movie he was in before this? A lot of people don't seem to realize it. He was in Pearl.
See, I still have to see Pearl. That is on my list of movies.
He played the projectionist. That's all I'll say. So he's a fucking monster of a dude. He's like 6'4", 210 pounds or whatever. So he has the build to play
Right.
Superman. And he's got that jaw, and every picture you see him in, he's got the coiffed hair, and he's a good actor. Oh my god. And he even came out and said that he wants his Superman to be hopeful.
Yeah, the thing that Superman should be no matter what.
Exactly. He's a beacon of light in a dark, dark world. Unlike Dean
Superman.
Cain, who's a dark butthole in this horrible world.
Here's the thing that I was talking to my dad about this a while ago, and my dad had seen Man of Steel, and he was like, "I didn't get it." And I'm like, "Don't worry, you're not alone." And I broke it down. I said, "Okay, remember the scene in Man of Steel? Clark's sitting there, and his dad walks over into the storm, and then says, like, 'No, don't try to save any of us.'" I'm like, the real Jonathan Kent wouldn't have said that. He'd have been like, "You know what? Fuck your secret at this point. You can do something to save people."
Yep.
The fact that the first movie had Jonathan Kent die of a heart attack, that was something that Superman could not prevent.
Exactly.
So that made more sense than, oh, there's a natural disaster that you could fly the opposite way around and totally disperse
And
it
no
or
one
whatever.
will see you because you're fast enough. No one will be
Yeah,
able
you're
to see
fast
it
enough, no one's
you.
going to see you.
Yeah.
But yet he's like, no. Don't save
Or
people.
maybe you should have let those people in the bus die. Remember? What the fuck?
Like,
Fuck you.
no.
Fuck you, Zack Snyder. I hope you know what? I was kind of tolerating Zack Snyder for a while, because my ultimate hate is with Eli Roth. But now,
Well, I mean, the only
now the
reason
two
you
of them
ever
are on
liked
fucking
Zack
par.
Snyder is because fucking Jack Hunter was all about it.
Who?
So the only reason you like Zack Snyder is because Hunter was all about it.
No, I never liked Zack Snyder. I didn't like his Watchmen. His 300 was good. I hate his Dawn of the Dead. I fucking hate it. And you want to know you want to know what sequence in Watchmen just ruined everything for me? Now, who here has read the book?
I sadly have not. I've been meaning
Okay.
to, but I have not.
But you remember the sequence when Night Owl and Rorschach go to confront Ozymandias, and it turns into this big Matrix fight?
Yeah, I remember that.
In the book, here's what happened. Ozymandias is eating. They show up. He goes like this, and he knocks one of them out, and then he does the same thing with the other one. Just to show how powerful he is, he doesn't even have to get up from the table. You don't need a fucking Matrix fight to show how powerful someone is. The less they do to subdue their opponents, it shows more power, in my opinion. And I was like, that's it. I know why Alan Moore took his fucking name off of it.
And see, I kept hearing people say, like, Ozymandias is supposed to be the most powerful of any of these guys, could beat them, aside from Manhattan.
Right.
Would have no trouble.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense why he's having so much trouble in this huge fight. He should just be able to be like,
boom, boom. Exactly.
Get out of my way.
Exactly.
Just a flick of the finger across the room or whatever, it's...
Yep. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Hey, Jackie Earle Haley was a good Rorschach, I think.
Yeah, but Jackie Earle Haley pissed me off with Nightmare on Elm Street.
I still say that's not his fault.
No, well, here's what pissed me off is I know someone who was on set and doing stand-in work for the guy that played Quentin for one day because he quit after he heard this. He said that he heard Jackie Earle Haley saying that he rewatched the movie the night before the original, and he said, wow, this was bad. But then if you watch him in press, he's like, that was such an iconic film, blah, blah, blah. It's like, first off, fuck you, sir. You know what I mean? Don't take a role like that if you're not going to devote yourself to it, because it's the fan base is going to know if you don't give a shit.
Take a note
Derek
from
Mears?
Derek Mears. Yes,
he was a good Jason because he loved it.
He wanted that role so bad, and I've seen interviews with him. I've watched Crystal Lake Memories. He fanboys when he's like, I wanted to. I'm like,
yep.
This is why you were good. This is why we loved you. This is why I went back after I initially panned that movie and went, you know what?
Give a shit what we're talking about.
he is checked down.
No, I am dead, dude. For those who don't know, I've done way more this week than I should have as far as work goes.
Yes, Derek Mears is right there. Derek Mears is.
That's not Derek Mears' mask, but
no, but he is not a bad Jason. Jason wouldn't hold anyone hostage, mind you, but and if he really thought that, and if he really thought that was his mom, he wouldn't be like keeping her in a cavern like that.
Yeah, it's the one thing where I'm like, okay, that's not Jason like, but the rest of it, I'm like, him throwing the axe, him just being brutal. I'm like,
yeah. And to everybody who's watching, who saw Jason Goes to Hell, I'm looking right at you now, folks. Everybody who saw Jason Goes to Hell and has this theory that Jason's a fucking Deadite, no, he is not a fucking Deadite because K&B decided to bring in the fucking Kandarian dagger and the goddamn Necronomicon. He is not a Deadite. He's dead, but he's not a Deadite.
My
Yeah.
theory is that she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he was still alive, but she was just like nutsogram.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so, and that's why he saw her get killed.
He saw her get
I
killed, and
like
that sent
Chasing
him
Gazelle.
down the same road.
I don't mind that one at all.
And also, you can get my new book, The Never Ending Road, at I'mUncleRon.com.
Did you know Zack Snyder has 2 sequels coming up for his Army of the Dead thing?
Why? It was so bad.
It was what 2 hours of fucking nonsense.
Garbage. Then he has
I watched it because I was like, okay,
Fountainhead and
it's not
Rebel
costing me
Moon.
anything because I already subscribed to Netflix. I don't have to pay a rental fee or anything. I watched it and I went, who's gonna give me my fucking time back now?
Well, the thing about it is like I won't bitch about a show or a movie unless I watch it. That's my rule. So I had to watch it so I could bitch about it. And he needs to stay away from zombies.
He needs to get hit by a truck.
I'm not going that far.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I don't
That's
just-
what everyone's thinking. I mean, do you know how much better the world would be if somebody just ran over Zack Snyder with a garbage truck?
I'll tell you what I think off the air because if I say it, yeah. Thank you, Colin. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. You want to know what happened? I watched Army of the Dead and I immediately felt bad for Dave Bautista because I was like, what happened right now that he's taking this role in this movie?
You're fucking Drax the
doesn't pay him
Destroyer.
enough.
He's not in the WWE anymore.
Oh, he was then, wasn't he?
No, he's been out of there for some time.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
But
I think the last time...
But they'll still milk him as being a member of like their family whenever he has a ~1 movie. Like when Guardians was number 1, they were real quick to say, "Oh, WWE's own Batista was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the #1 movie in the country." It's like, yeah.
And then when they're like, "Hey, we're probably going to put you in the Hall of Fame this year," he's like, "Yeah, I've got work going. I can't really stop." They're like, "Well, then fuck you.
Yeah.
We'll put you in whenever we fucking feel like it." It's like, you need to come do this when we tell you. It's like, well, he's not under contract with you. Fuck off.
No.
I wonder if that was Vince or if that was Triple H.
I got a feeling it was more Vince.
Yeah.
Triple H would probably be like, "Hey, let us know when you're free and we'll schedule it." I got a feeling Triple H is a lot more understanding, whereas Vince is like, "You should be fucking grateful that I even gave you a job."
And before we go, I just want to say something real quick. If I hear someone who claims to be a wrestler tell the fans to shut the fuck up about his ability and then get in the ring and talk about how a match is about loyalty and friendship and puppy dogs and roses and all this other bullshit. Hey, Twinkle Toes, you mop-headed fuck. Go suck on a big old fucking gas pipe.
It's Twinkle Toes.
Kenny Omega.
I'm going to send that clip to
Kenny, by God,
Go right the fuck ahead.
I
don't care.
With your home address.
Let him come. Harley
All
Race.
over your face.
Harley Race couldn't even train this guy.
God damn it.
Fucking backyard wrestling piece of shit.
So Garth Marenghi, Darkplace, episode 2.
Look at
I
my
had
fingers.
fun watching it. You know, I will say personally, I like
I
the
do.
first episode more
Good
than
night.
this one, but I
Thanks.
still like this one.
This was a great episode. But all the
I
episodes.
really like this one. Yeah, I think this one he got those breaks in between. I think you're getting more of Garth Marenghi being a pretentious prick. That's why I started the foundation for telekinetic children.
And then they mentioned it in the episode.
Fuck? And they had to mention it in the episode.
Yeah.
Why isn't somebody started a foundation? Really? You insufferable prick.
But you know what? That's like a lot of those people are, and they actually said that though it's more based on the remember, I don't know if it's still around there, but the shitty novels in the grocery store.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing those, and I'm like,
that's
who the fuck is writing these?
This right here is just a huge spoof off of like the whole Stephen King thing, and like, you know, I don't know if you guys remember when Stephen King did all these fake charities and fucking tried to rip people off, and that's all they're making fun of.
What? Go home, JB. You're drunk.
I'm gonna turn this whole thing around and turn it into Stephen King's a piece of shit podcast. Like, no.
Stephen King could not be a piece of shit when he was letting people adapt his work for only $1.
I almost did it, but I'd like to make a little money off shit.
Well, all right. First off, was any of that work worth more?
Yeah, because you know who was one of the people who did it? Frank Darabont. And then he went and made The Mist and Green Mile. And, what's that other one? The Shawshank Redemption, which is on so many people's, like, top 10 lists of all time.
You know whose it's not on?
Yours.
Exactly.
Dean Cain's.
Probably not on Dean Cain's.
Dean Cain's just pissed off he didn't get to play Andy Dufresne.
Whatever. He got to be the best Superman that we had, though.
If Dean Cain was in fucking Shawshank, Red would have turned him in a long time ago for all the shit he was doing. Exactly.
They're like, you're such a little bitch, Dufresne.
Right?
He might be. I don't know why you hate Dean Cain so much.
And the guards would let the sisters have him.
You know, you should be a little bit more appreciative of the man that held the title of Superman for as long as he did and kept that character alive.
Let's talk
about Christopher Reeve. Yes, let's talk about Christopher.
Let's get down to the root of the thing. The only reason that Lois and Clark got any views was not because of Dean Cain and Stewart. It's because of Terry fucking Hatcher.
It was both.
They're real and they're spectacular. Yes, both of them.
Yeah. That's why. She went from Tango and Cash to Lois Lane, and it was like, yeah, okay.
Hey. I will not be be party to anyone shit talking Tango and Cash.
I am not. Movie. That movie is amazing.
I will say this though. I did see I was at the store. I think it was Barnes and Noble, and there was a family ahead of me, and the little girl turned around, and I swear to God, she looked like Michael Powell. I swear to God, I thought it was like somebody like cloned his DNA. And if you don't know what Michael Powell looks like, look him up. I'm like, that girl is so unfortunate looking. Now he's looking at Michael Powell.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. I was just looking up some of these, shots of.
JB's looking on OnlyFans.
No, I'm looking at the Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman stuff.
There's a reason so many young boys.
Yeah. It would have been better if it was the Nude Adventures of Superman.
I mean,
she had nude fakes leaked all over the internet right during that show because teenage boys. I was right around that right around that time. Were like, holy shit.
I will say this though. At that point I was in my Marvel phase, and I didn't give a shit about Superman, so I didn't watch. But
I only watched because she was on there. I didn't give a shit. At that point, I was like, I don't care for Superman. I was never a big Superman fan. I've grown to appreciate it more as I've gotten older, but I was always a big Batman fan and Spider-Man fan. So
I don't like Superman at all. He's my least favorite hero. In fact, I really don't give a fuck who plays Superman or whoever has played Superman. I just know that if I want to get fucking Rod going, I just got to talk about how great Dean Cain is.
There is a long list of people who would argue with you about this. I think two of them are here.
And the only thing I know about Dean Cain is that he played Superman in this TV series and he was on Ripley's Believe It or Not. I don't know another fucking thing about the dude.
If you really want
everything else I've made up over the fucking last couple of years of fucking giving you shit about Dean Cain.
If you want to get JB pissed off, however, start talking shit about Kevin Sorbo. Which isn't hard to do.
That garbage human being?
He is a garbage human being.
God's not dead!
But he did play one of the greatest characters of TV history. Like fucking Hercules, Legendary Journeys.
Nobody watched Hercules for Kevin Sorbo.
Everybody watched Hercules for Kevin Sorbo.
I watched Hercules because there were scantily clad women with nice titties. That's why I watched.
Then if you missed out.
As a young man, if you watched the show for Kevin Sorbo wearing barely any clothes.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Colin, I'm going to hit you in the face. I'm going to set your section of Canada on fire.
And Zack Snyder is going to be the first
just might be already.
Dean Cain do a love scene with another man. And it's going to be Ron's favorite thing. We're going to have the first gay Superman on screen.
We already have a gay Superman.
Do we?
Yeah, his son, Superman's son, John Kent, is bisexual.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that was. Oh yeah, you were talking about how great that new series was too, weren't you?
It's good.
Yeah,
I still have to watch it. I haven't.
It's not. No, it's not. It's
that's
a comic. He
It's a
actually.
comic. Okay,
Oh, but the
comic.
new series on Max is good though. My Adventures with Superman. It's actually really good. It's fun. Superman isn't a dour sourpuss. And it's a little kiddie, but I mean it's not bad, you know. But
I've heard. I was reading stuff the other day where people were just up in arms about how this thing looked, how the animation was. I'm like,
oh my god,
can you? I'm like, shut the fuck up. The animation changes with every one of these fucking DC animated films, and you don't get your balls in a bunch. So somebody does something that looks slightly more anime, all of a sudden, you don't fucking. Fuck you.
Although let's be fair, if we're gonna rank the top 3 comic book or not comic, well, I guess you could say that comic book adaptations in the cartoons, it goes number 1's Batman the Animated Series, hands down. Number 2 is number 2 and 3 are very close with X-Men from the 90s, and then Superman the Animated Series, and then Spider-Man. Spider-Man's
I was gonna say you better fucking throw Spider-Man on there.
No, Spider-Man's in the top 5 for sure, but
Spider-Man's fucking top 3 for me.
Well, that's because you don't like Superman.
Well, Superman's a fucking douchebag. Pretentious fucking cocksucker.
And then my favorite episode.
In the Snyderverse.
Yeah, in the Snyderverse, he's a fucking asshole.
And in the comic books for the new stuff.
No, he's not.
You just
fuck you. I know you're just saying that to be a dick. You fucking asshole. Now I'm gonna go read Spider-Man or Superman. Fuck me, I can't even talk.
I mean, I never even cared for the Superman fucking cartoons either. I don't know. Something about Superman I just never really cared for. I mean, maybe they should have given Nick Cage a chance and maybe he could have done something with the character.
If you want to see, okay, I'm just going to say this. Spoiler alert for those that haven't seen Flash. You get to see Nick Cage as Superman.
Oh, so that was true. Okay.
There's a lot of cameos and CGI cameos.
I've heard that it's basically like they're like it's fine, but there's a ton of cameos and it's just not panning out. They're like, there's a ton of cameos.
There's.
I heard that was the best version of Superman on screen yet.
Go back and watch the Richard Donner movie, and you'll believe a man can fly.
Exactly.
You know, Nicolas Cage didn't get killed and fucking his whole life ruined by a fucking pony.
No, but you want to know what Nick Cage got ruined by? Bees! The bees!
You're not wrong. But do you really think Reeves would have done a better job on that scene? With his fucking legs not working?
No, actually, Christopher Reeve would have seen the fucking script and said, I'm not doing this piece of shit.
I don't know. The original was good.
The original was fantastic, but this was not the original.
No, it was not the original.
Christopher Lee did the original for free because he loved the script. He said it was his favorite movie he's ever done.
Yeah, he should have done it for free, though.
Shame moment. I still have not seen the original Wicker Man.
What?
Have you seen the remake?
No, of course not.
I strongly suggest you watch the remake first, just because
you'll appreciate the original way more.
Oh yeah.
Look, I've seen the clips of a bear suit and the bees. I think I know enough about the remake.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, you have to see it. It's really fucking bad.
I'll watch it after I see the original. That's what
I mean, the difference between that is kind of like the Black Christmas remake.
Oof.
Compared to the original.
Which one?
Which one?
The newest. The one Blumhouse touched.
Yeah, I don't need to see it.
You didn't see it?
I'll stick with the 75. No. The remake I saw was the one in, what was it, 2009?
The first remake wasn't horrible.
No, it was more loyal to the first story. This one is just a complete mess.
Yeah.
What's messed up is I actually saw.
It's just a piece of fucking shit because that guy's a fucking cocksucker. I wish he.
I saw the early 2000s Black Christmas before I saw the original. I just saw the original this last December.
The original is fucked on many levels, and to think that's the same guy who did A Christmas Story.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're both
Bob
great
Clark.
Christmas classics.
You know what? You know what you need to see if you haven't seen it yet. Children shouldn't play with dead things. That's another Bob Clark movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that
I
one.
need to watch it.
strongly
Somebody told me
suggest
that a
you
while
don't play
ago.
with dead things.
I mean, Michael Jackson played with.
We're not.
Never
You're
mind.
talking about dead people playing with children.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fair. On that note, everybody, you can find my new book at I'mUncleRon.com.
Right. And you can buy this really cool comic book that I have over here. It's if I can get to it. Fucking I put too much shit on my desk.
It's called JB and Dean Kane, a romantic story.
Yes.
And you got to say
JB
just
and
like
Dean
that,
Kane, a love
romantic
affair for the
story.
ages.
We got
Hey, that's a
Tales of
cool looking
Shock and
book.
Terror. Yes. And you can pick this up for a very limited time because there's not a lot of copies left. And if you
There
want
is
it,
not.
go to talesfromthepodcast.com.
Better
Check
get
this shit
one.
out. Ron would greatly appreciate it.
You can
just so
meet
you know.
me on the 23rd in Kenosha at the Kenosha Book Fair. I will have copies and I'll sign them for you. I
Right.
might even take a picture with you to put up in your bathroom and hide away vermin.
You should really go
we
meet
will
Ron.
be coming out with a new special edition version of the comic book for an extra $20. Ron will send you a Polaroid of his wiener with it.
Yep. Wait, what?
With a mushroom stamp autograph.
Yes.
There you go. So
you know what's funny is you're not the first person this week to tell me to start doing mushroom stamp autographs.
Really?
Yeah. And the other person was a woman.
How do you know I'm not?
That's fair.
I mean, no comment, but
I mean, I do have breasts.
I'm just going to say you do have breasts.
But you also
But so do
have
I.
like proverbial.
Yes.
So, anyways, let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
Yes. I have Call of Duty Mobile to play.
Goodbye.
Oh my god. So obviously you guys know, check out Jeff or Skewered Universe. What do you got going on over there, buddy?
Well, we are getting ready. Tomorrow we're going to release the latest episode. I had Leanne watch Martyrs from 2008.
Ooh, how was that?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good time. She actually really liked it.
Really?
She had a good time watching it. Yeah. I don't want to say a good time as in she felt it was entertaining, but she enjoyed it because she likes that kind of dark, nihilistic shit. So it was right up her alley. And I hadn't seen it since 2008, 2009, so I really wanted to see it.
Have you guys ever done High Tension?
No, it's one I want to do. It's definitely one I have not seen it. I know the twist because I've had it spoiled over the years because I just haven't got to it, but
I got a movie
I
you
still
guys
want to
should
see how
do.
it plays out.
I got a movie you guys should do. Solo or 120 days
Oh.
bottom.
No.
Have you ever seen Threads? The movie Threads?
I have not seen Threads.
I cannot even look at a still from that movie without not being able to sleep that night. That's how much that movie fucked me up. Because one of my big fears is nuclear war. And this thing like shows you in grave fucking detail how shit goes down. And the difference between Threads and The Day After is The Day After has actors that you recognize. Steve Guttenberg's in it, Jason Robards, John Lithgow, the guy that played Flounder from fucking Animal House. So it's like, you can tell that it's not
There's
real.
a disconnect.
Yeah, there's a disconnect. But whereas in Threads, you don't know any of these actors, and it was shot for TV, and it's.
Yeah, I heard a podcast on it some years ago.
And Colin, I know you're watching, and fuck you if you say oh, Threads ain't that bad, because I know he's going to. Because every time we bring it up, he's like, yeah, ain't that bad.
I will say that for Jeff,
yes, sweetheart.
you should have Ron and I on your show to do a movie. I think I know one that Leanne has not seen that I think you guys would find very super entertaining.
Underpants?
Long Jean Silver.
Oh God.
What's the movie?
Long Jean Silver.
No idea what that is.
Would you like the plot synopsis?
Let's do it.
Jean Silver is a lovely and charming amputee with a malformed leg appendage, which resembles a large penis. Silver embarks on an unusual erotic odyssey in which she uses the flat phallic appendage to pleasure both men and women alike. Silver also provides a candid glimpse into her sunny and resilient personality as somebody living with a particular physical affliction.
I've blue screened. I feel like I've heard of this movie now that you read that plot description. I've heard someone talk about this somewhere.
I mean, I think it's right up your alley. I think it's one of those hidden gems that not a lot of people talk about. We talked about Cannibal. That's a good one, though.
That's very Well, that's JB's favorite movie.
It is.
He likes it with the animal eating stuff in.
I mean, I have every version of that movie, to be fair, and I do like the original cut that I have the best. I mean, there's something just about it, which is it's
like it's me with Dawn.
Right, you like the original cut. You don't like the.
I don't like the Argento cut at all.
No.
I also don't like Dario Argento. Here we go, kids. Fuck Green Inferno. Fuck Eli Roth, you piece of shit.
Right.
Also, when it comes to Dario Argento, it took me 7 tries to get through Suspiria without falling asleep.
I fucking love Suspiria.
I can't. It's not. It just bores the fuck out of me. It looks great, but plus you've got fucking what's his face?
You're just not a cultured person.
No, I guess I'm not. What the fuck? Now it's gonna bug the shit out of me. I don't remember his name.
Who's George?
No, he's got Udo Kier in the movie, a guy who speaks German, and they're supposed to be in Germany, and they dub an American accent on him. What the fuck? Are you full of fucking fettuccine Alfredo in your head, Argento? What the fuck is wrong with you? God damn!
I love fettuccine Alfredo.
So do I. So good.
I don't like the broccoli. I don't know why people put broccoli in it.
I don't know why they put broccoli. I'll get some chicken in there, but no broccoli.
Chicken's great. Like, why even put the broccoli? Who fuck vegetables?
Exactly.
Whose idea was it to even fucking put vegetables in food?
Alfredo's fine.
Yeah, but it's great. But I mean, isn't it better without the broccoli?
Yes.
Who was the fucking piece of shit that was like, let's put broccoli in here? This is good filler.
It was probably Eli Roth.
Oh my god.
It was Eli Roth and Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
And
probably.
Dean Cain.
Yeah,
and
right.
Dean Cain.
And Dean Cain.
All right.
And Dario Argento.
Well, anyways, we need to get out of here. Ron, I do want to thank you for this amazing George Romero version of the Night of the Living Dead.
Oh god.
That was the best version ever made.
Oh.
I have to get some cash to order more books so I can get that.
Oh man.
Oy vey.
You know, damn well, that's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your fucking
The
life.
bootleggiest of the bootlegs.
It is.
For the public domain movie that has been reprinted 1,800 times.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, we need to get out of here. It's fucking late.
Yes,
You
it
guys
is.
all have a good night. Remember, check out Ron, check out his book, check out his OnlyFans.
That's right.
Check out
It's all pictures of these.
It is. It really is. It really is. But
Naked.
yeah. Also check out Jeff over at the Skewered Universe. You can find all that shit in these notes. I am tired for this motherfucking shit today, guys. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. We greatly appreciate all of you. And with that being said, the crypt is closed.
Thanks for listening, kiddies. You're all a scream.